do you think the East Bay is more of a community than here, like maybe the South Bay? Because I grew up here in the South Bay, and I don't see too much of a community here. I don't know if it's because it's the Silicon Valley.
I think because it's so spread out.
Yeah, but also too, the Silicon Valley is like, so I grew up in San Jose, right? But it's not the San Jose that I grew up in. It's a lot of engineers and people from tech that flew in from all parts of the world, and they're buying up all the houses. And the people that actually grew up in this area, they don't live here anymore. They live like in Sacramento and Central Valley, stuff like that. Like, I do know my two neighbors because luckily they're still around, but pretty much most of the rest of the block and all around,
all new folks.
it's all new folks. Like, and they call it ICE, Indian Chinese explosion, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know, you guys leave it in the comments if you think the East Bay is more of a community, but also too, there's a lot of gentrification of the East Bay as well. Yeah. But it seems to me like from all the people I'm starting to get to know from the East Bay, there's a lot more creative people, a lot more artsy people. Oh, definitely. And that's more of like people that would maybe create like a community or be like more part of a community. Would you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, working in a restaurant, I mean, that's just our steady money flow, right? Everybody else is always doing something else. Everybody that I work
Side
with
hustles,
is right? They're either artists, musicians, you know, writers. Like, we all have like a creative outlet, and that's just the most flexible job to have, being a creative,
like restaurant service, stuff like that,
right? And it's not easy. It's definitely not an easy job, but it's steady money. But yeah, community in Oakland, I love it. It's what keeps me there.
I definitely agree with that. Community in Oakland is huge. I have a lot of friends, and I don't even live there. I'm part of so many communities, and I don't even live there.
But you grew up in Oakland, right?
I grew up in I used to live in Richmond, San Pablo, Vallejo.
So East Bay, but not Oakland.
I used to go to I used to go to school in Oakland, Laney College for photography. Shout out to Laney College. And I worked in Berkeley for a few years. But yeah, that's why I was like, man, I grew up in the East Bay.
So not Oakland, but most of the East Bay.
Yeah, for sure.